Alright, we're purposely logging in on a dangerous road. Can't guarantee any fun at the start of this video, but if there is any fun, we're going to have quite a bit of it. Alright, so let's talk about what our goal is as a hunter. Okay, first of all, let's log out for a moment. Shadow meld when logging out to secure the win. By the way, play in Night Elf. Shadow meld, look, you can eat and drink, right? And then you can go ahead and you can shadow meld while doing so. And you'll keep eating and drinking. Okay, now let's log out real quick. So, no matter what class you're playing, warrior or priest, because those are going to be my two main classes in hardcore, you have to level a hunter first. In fact, I'm leveling 2. Why do you have to level a hunter first in hardcore? Well, let's go log over to my priest that I'm currently leveling. And you're going to notice that I sent quest items from my hunter to my priest, the hops and the okra. Because I don't want my priest going near the harvest watchers or near murloc camps or any of that bullshit. Okay, I have murloc eyes and everything. The second reason is hunters will have so much uptime, they're going to kill so much shit that without getting any rare drops, just greens and profession materials out in the world, I'm already at 21 gold on my bank gold. By the way, with your bank golds, the word on the street is to put them in Ironforge or Darnassus, not in Stormwind. But anyway, whether you're in Stormwind or not, don't log out next to mailboxes in the inn. Log out somewhere in the middle of nowhere. I'm also leveling 2 hunters at the same time. Why? Because sometimes shit happens. So the point of our hunter is to fund the characters we actually want to play. Okay? So while we're on this character, because I have a world buff on the higher level hunter, we're not playing our hunter to kill as fast as possible. We're playing our hunter to live as long as possible. We're actually going to be speccing to survive a disconnect, because the only reason you should ever die in hardcore WoW is if you disconnect. If you didn't die from a disconnect, you're a fucking retard. Now, once I hit level whatever, I'm going to move these 5 points to endurance training. We're going to go 2 points thick hide. Okay? Where are our next 2 points going to go? Well, obviously they're going to go and revive pet. Okay? And then we're going to get 5 points on Leash Fury. But we're not going any further in the Beastmaster tree. We're going to get Bestial Swiftness as well. That's it. After that, our next set of points are going to go 11 into survival. We want parry. We want improved wing clip, and we want deterrence. Okay? Once we have that, once we have enough talent points, we're going to just dump more in survival temporarily. We're going to respec again. We're going to keep deterrence, but we're going to move to 2 points out of revive pet. We're going to put them over in pathfinding, because running away with an improved wing clip is probably what's going to keep us alive. Okay? And we're going to probably put points in Aspect of the Monkey. Now I'm going to explain why. So we're going to be playing like a really strong hybrid spec, and its entire purpose is surviving the worst case scenario, which is being disconnected while fighting a mob. Let's go to our actual hunter now. The one that we're here. So normally I don't fight mobs that are at my level or more. Okay? Now, Deathlog is really annoying because it keeps spamming raid warnings. We don't want to run around with Deathlog at all times. But we do want to observe where people have died. Okay? So when I see a mob for the first time, oh, technically I know what all these mobs do, but let's just say you don't, you want to look over it, it's not a very deadly mob. But it says the average victim level is 30. The only reason I can even believe that's possible is if people are just running through them. Or trying to chain pull them or something, like a mage. Like, that to me is hard to believe. Anyway, let's go ahead, feed our pet. We're going to turn off death log while we're doing that. Do I have food to feed my pet? Kill me. You gotta be kidding. Oh my god. Hold on. I just fucking sent everything to my bankroll. Whoa. That thing moved quick, huh? Oh, shit. That guy was right on top of me. I'm going to pause this while I farm some food for my pet. Actually, while I'm farming, notice I have Aspect of the Cheetah on, okay? So you might be wondering, why do I have Aspect of the Cheetah? Well, one, I have Aspect of the Monkey keybound to switch to right away. But I don't have Aspect of the Cheetah keybound. I don't want to fat finger that at a bad moment. So that one we're going to have to click. So the reason I'm running Aspect of the Cheetah is because being able to run away is more important than anything else. Okay? Of course, if you get hit by anything, even a 1 damage knife throw, it's going to ruin your day. So you have to be very well aware of what's going on when you're running that. Now, it's important that you never go below half mana while just questing normally. So here I'm just going to auto-shoot. In fact, I'm just going to run up and melee. I'm going to loot this guy anyway. Raptor Strike hits like a truck, by the way. Maybe get some weapon skill up or something. Now, we don't know what's around this thing. Now, I always have my track hidden on. Okay. I'm not seeing any hidden mobs. And always be looking around you, right? Now, there's technically nothing here that can kill us. But just make it a habit in general to always be looking around you. I mean, think of it, is there any chance of this stag killing me or my pet? No. So why would my attention be on it? Okay, we got 2 pieces of stag meat. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. We're going to turn off death log because I don't want to have a raid warning pop up when some retard dies in L1 Forest to a Murloc. Okay, so now this is a higher level mob. Like I said, normally I do not attack a mob that is even 1 level higher than me. I want to look around, make sure there's nothing crazy here.
Too far away.
We're actually going to, okay, before you put down a trap, make sure there's no neutral mobs around you. There's a lot of neutral elks here. Okay, I don't think anything's going to walk over that trap. So my first hunter death, my only hunter death, was because a boar ran over my trap while I was pulling a null camp. And I would have been fine with the null camp, except I had an enraged level 17 boar fucking me up. Oh, well, I shouldn't have Aspect of the Cheetah on. Actually, no. When I'm pulling a null camp, I'm definitely going to have Aspect of the Cheetah on. What killed me was I trolled myself with a trap. Again, the trap is not keybound. So the reason I don't keybind the trap
I'm out of range.
is because I don't want to put it down accidentally without thinking about it. The fact that it's not keybound forces me to think about pressing the damn key. Oh, he resisted my trap.
I need to get closer. It is too far away.
Okay. Notice I'm not running around like an idiot because something is in melee range. Now, because there's nothing behind us, we can run around like an idiot. But make it a general practice not to run around like an idiot. You know, I think most people die because they run around like an idiot when they're not supposed to. You know, running back, you know, 8-10 yards to get my range on my weapon would probably only save me 1.5 seconds of actually killing them up. Just stand your ground and hit rapid strike. What's around us? Is there anything crazy? You know, are we going into some level 29 zone that's going to absolutely fuck us? Who knows? Well, we definitely don't want to go up there. Now, that might be in a cave. What we're going to do. Let's kill this stag. So I can put down a trap.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Yeah, I put all my pet meat in this bag, and I accidentally sent it in my bangle. Anyway.
I'm out of range.
Now, if you have a lot of bag space, go ahead and put your shit on auto loot. I don't. Should be able to put this trap down. Make sure this stag isn't walking at it. Of course he is. Okay.
It is too far away.
That'd be good for my warrior going to dead mines. That's the other thing. You can farm the all the gear you need for your characters. Like playing a hunter first is just... There's a reason why hunters have the most deaths in hardcore, numerically, not statistically. It's because everybody knows they need a hunt. Okay. We're pulling back. We're pulling back. If that might... I gotta get my
I need to
pet
get
back.
closer.
Oh, boy. Alright, this is when you have to use... Okay, what we're gonna actually do is pull aggro off of that treant on purpose here. Get a little raptor strike going here. Come on. I'm gonna mend my pet, and then I'm gonna disengage her.
I can't cast that yet. I'm still recharging. I'm out of range.
Keep looking around, make sure nothing else is coming. We're not in a dangerous situation yet. Okay, we can always bring our pet back to life. We were getting close to a dangerous situation, though. Now, let's say that was like an elite coming at me. I would have actually dismissed my pet. But I knew I could handle that. Unless, of course, you disconnect. We're going to go ahead and shadow meld while we eat and drink. And think about how we could have died there. And maybe what we could have done better. So I don't have feigned death yet. So if I had feigned death, obviously I would have done a feigned death trap. But I don't have that yet, unfortunately. Now, remember that it's easier to heal yourself than it is to heal your pet, okay? Yeah, I have a health potion. I have a woolen bandage. The only thing I have to heal my pet is mend pet, which is... It sounds great, but then you're losing damage. And killing things is often a better... the offense is the best defense. Okay, I obviously cannot go up there, so we're not going up there. We're going to turn around. That's absolute suicide. So where else can we go? I don't know. Maybe we go to Red Ridge or something. Or to the wetlands, because I pretty much quested this zone out. I don't want to lose time on my world buff either. So what we're going to do is we're going to hearth. And we're going to try and get somewhere better. We're going to try to get through Red Ridge. At least do a handful of quests. Or we can go Darkshire. Okay, everybody's here for a world buff, it looks like. Maybe.
Open for business.
I don't always send everything to my
See you
bank.
later.
Times it's because we're gonna need gold for ourselves here. Although I might not be able to put this on the auction house. I might actually be that broke. I can vendor it for the same. Look. It has a very high vendor value.
Hello.
I'm just better off vendoring.
Safe travels.
Because of the that deposit price. Like the gain would have been minimal, assuming that somebody even bought it. Let's go ahead and put these up for some cheap ass price. I need that. Oh, that's a really good shield for me. I think there's a world buff going off here. take that as a no. I like to try to keep one world buff on my character. Alright, so we'll grab another at 950.
Well met.
Let's see.
Go with honor.
So by the time I get there, I'll probably have about 10 minutes on the buff to use. So I'm going to pause the video, go to the bathroom. As soon as I land. I'm going to pause it for the flight. I'm sending myself more elixirs of underwater breathing. Because I remember there being underwater quests in Vanilla. In Lakeshire. Sorry, in Redridge. And, well, technically both. I'm going to pause this again real quick. Alright, so we're going to do Belly Grub while we still have that world buff. Now, I know that Belly Grub kills a lot of people, so while we're logged out, Google is your best friend. Okay? Let's go find out why Belly Grub kills people. Oh, for Christ's sakes.
I need to get closer.
I think his trap just resisted now.
Too far away.
So I can see that even though he has a cat pet, I can see it does a lot of damage. Okay, so he's going to use that fence. He's going to... Okay, so he used distracting shot, I think. Okay, so hopefully we can just kill Belly Grub, but there's a good chance we can't, based on what I'm seeing in that video. Yeah, that hunter was under level. But you never know, right? Google is your best friend. Use it. Now, it could be that maybe the sheep or something made his trap go off. We don't know, so let's kill any critters we see. Let's kill that. So apparently something happened that made him kite that thing, okay? Let's get a full drink before we go. Gonna set in our pet first. If my pet is taking a crazy amount of damage, we're gonna have to do that kiting bullshit.
I need to get closer.
Ah, this is easy. Okay. So since we're over its level, this is retarded.
That's still
We'll be
recharging.
fine. But you never know, right? Oh, always be prepared. So, like, let's say something crazy happened and that trap resisted. Then I would just went aspect of the monkey and I would have, once I got to the fence. Okay? And then I would have switched back to aspect of the cheetah once I was near the fence. We would have kept doing that. But thankfully that didn't happen.
Can I help you?
That was easy.
See you around.
It's just that you never know. You just never know. Let's use our elixir of underwater breathing. Let's get this garbage done. So we're going into Murloc territory. These should be under our level. We shouldn't have an issue here. We're going to go aspect on the monkey, because that's the best way to survive a bunch of Murlocs if something does go wrong. We have our world buff, so this is a good time to do the Murlocs. Gildy said another world buff is coming down in about an hour or two. Always use elixir of underwater breathing when you're underwater, because if you disconnect, you're gonna die.
Can't cast that yet.
It's also good for my tanking warrior. I finally sent myself some bags because I'm confident this character is not going to die before hitting 60. So, you know, before you're level 20, you don't really know. Those are the hardest levels, I think. I think once you pass level 20 as a hunter, you should be fine. You really should never die unless you disconnect. There's just so much random shit that can kill you up to level 20. We can just probably raptor strike this shit.
That's still recharging.
Get our weapon and defense skill up while we're here. I'm gonna put this on auto loop.
It's too far away. I don't have a target. I'm out of range. I need to get closer. I can't cast that yet. It is too far away. I'm out of range.
This rogue shouldn't be doing this quest. This is why so many people die leveling, because they do quests that are too high level for them.
It is too far away. Not still recharging.
God almighty, that already respawned. Jesus Christ. No point putting Hunter's mark on it, but too late. Alright. So you notice that when I'm in the water, I'm actually not doing ranged attacks. I just have so much more control over this underwater Murloc bullshit when I'm in melee range. Now we saw this shit respawn, but we should be fine here. These are gray mobs, for Christ's sakes. Go ahead and open up on these. Alright, made it to the promised land. Clam meat is really good for leveling cooking, so we definitely want to hold on to that.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Really?
I need a target.
I thought we were gonna get some nice hyper spawns up here. Yeah, but anything Murloc related, or, you know, things that have similar hyper spawn and aggro rates, do them always when they're green. Or if it's a quest, I even wait for them to be gray, as you can see.
I need to get closer. Not still recharging.
Oh, a lake thresher. Level 25 elite, that's a good way to die. I want to see that on Deathlog. But that kills so many people. Average victim level 17. Another reason to level a hunter before your, you know, your characters you might actually want to play is so you see shit like that. I never knew about the level 25 elite thresher. That would have killed me on my priest. Put a nice purple mark on him so he stands out. I guarantee that lake thresher has really ruined the lives of so many people. At least we have a chance to get away from it. if like if I was level 19 or 20, even on a hunter, that shit would kill me. So you know, why is it that we have these talents if we're not going any further into Beastmaster? And why not go for deterrence right away? Then you might be thinking. So the reason for that is your pet is actually a better way of surviving bullshit than deterrence. Okay, deterrence is just the next layer of defense. Okay, I'm just gonna sit here and melee. I just want to get my weapon skill up. So, to make a long story short, your pet having as much armor and health as possible
That's still recharging.
is the thing that's gonna help you survive a disconnect like more than anything else. Okay. So the entire spec is built around surviving a disconnect. Because honestly, that's the only thing that I'm afraid of. And then deterrence, well, the idea is that, well, let's say I do get knocked offline, I come back online, right? My pet will have soaked a lot of damage prior to me disconnecting. But now I'm going to be tanking after I disconnect, right? So, hopefully, the idea would be, well, the moment I log on, if I'm still alive, which I should be, because I haven't taken any damage prior to the disconnect, I can immediately pop deterrence, okay? What's my defense skill at? This is another thing. There's a lot of people, like mages and warlocks, like they never take any damage. Because of that, they never level their defense skill. Because they don't level their defense skill, the moment they actually get touched by a pack of mobs, even green mobs, they just get fucking one shot, okay? Where if they had just leveled their defense skill, they would have been perfectly fine. They could have slept through it. So another thing you can do with these low-level quests, especially when they're gray mobs, you can level up the weapon and defense skills that you don't normally do. In fact, I'm probably just going to go stand on Murloc Island and pause the video. And level my defense rating.
That spell isn't ready. A target.
It actually sounds like a good plan. Why is this mage running? Or this,
I'm out of range.
it's like one Murloc, dude.
Still recharging.
Like, don't play hardcore WoW if you're gonna run from a single Murloc. He can tell that nothing else is gonna hyperspawn from that location. Yeah, so don't be that guy that died because you didn't level your defense rating. We're just gonna sit here. Now I am gonna have my pet still active. I'm just gonna level my defense rate. So I'm gonna pause this video until I get 5 points in defense. Okay, and while we're doing this, you know, let's talk about, you know, what would be the proper
I need to target something first.
protocol if you do disconnect. Like, you definitely don't want to have your back turned to mobs when you disconnect, okay? So we're definitely going to be running after we get deflection wing clip, okay, and deterrence. We're going to be looking for pathfinding for running away. Then we're going to be looking for improved aspect of the monkey. So again, this is not an optimal DPS spec, this is not an optimal leveling spec, but it is a very safe leveling spec, and that's all that matters. Okay. Safety first. Be safe. Okay. I'm in trouble here, hold on. Well, I'm not in trouble, but... For Christ's sakes.
Still recharging. That spell isn't ready. Can't pass that. Recharge. Spell isn't ready yet.
I guess going AFK on Murloc Island isn't the smartest thing. But it's not like we can die. Like, I still have my magic dust and like a bunch of other things. So. Now notice I didn't put everything onto my pet there. Okay. And I waited for, I actually was using myself as using my own health bar to keep my pet alive there. So I think we're gonna go level our defense rating somewhere else, because that actually scared the shit out of me. I'll just go whack a spider or something. Also, I only got like 1 point of defense for all. What the hell? But imagine that, like, I didn't have like, so because I do this every time I make sure my defense rating is as high as it can be. No, within reason. If my, like, let's just say my defense rating was 20 points lower because I was playing max range Beastmaster, I would have totally died there. But notice how I stood my ground. I didn't really panic. The only thing I was thinking about magic dust. I was like, nah, we'll be fine here. The health potion's good enough. Now, I always like to have 2 health potions. So what we're going to do is run into the inn real quick. Log out and send ourselves a one more of these health potions. So that, like, there was really no chance of me dying there, so long as I use my own health bar to keep my pet alive. Also, when you're playing a hunter, you know, it's not when you're standing at max range AFK or shooting a mob. That's not when you're going to be in danger. It's going to be a moment like that where a bunch of shit spawns on you. And if you're not familiar with how to survive in a situation like that, you're going to die for the first time it happens to you. So I have I have an era server hunter where I already practice surviving shit like that. So yeah, make sure you practice on an era server in general. Just so when things like that happen, you don't panic and freak out. Know what you can and can't survive. So 6 Murlocs, I can totally survive that because they're gray or green, right? That's why we were there. Greater healing potion. Let's get one of these, send it to the character. So I'm going to go pause the video now. I'm going to level my defense rating on a green or a gray spider or something. That actually did give me a scare. Like, it gave me a scare, but I didn't panic. Always stand your ground. Standing your ground is how you're going to live. If I started trying to run, kite, and swim across that island,
what can I do?
I would have totally died.
See you around. See you later. Have a good one.
Notice that my pet was also on passive
Safe travel.
during that. That was because I knew, in general, when you're in a shitty situation, I learned having your pet on passive and manually having it attack and screech is way better than just having it on defensive to begin with. Because if my pet had been on defensive from the very start, my pet would have died from all the damage. I have no idea. We can get another one of those if we need it.
See you around. Greetings. Have a good one.
Also, try to minimize the amount of add-ons you use in general, because add-ons cause a lot of unwanted disconnects. Only use the add-ons you need at the moment. I need those, I guess. Don't need them all. I need 8. I'd rather sell a stack of 10 and farm more. Murloc guys, that's a quest item for Westfall. But yeah, this is the beauty of leveling a hunter. You have so much uptime, you're just sitting there farming the living shit out of everything that exists. What? Oh. Look at all those Murloc guys. Beautiful. Send that over. Should be everything. Notice I have an anti-venom in my bag. It's always worth having. First aid is it's a big deal. Probably want to go farm some wool. I'll be right back. Yeah, and also always I'm gonna insta log out because I'm in an inn, but always log out when you're not at your keyboard in hardcore.